Hello, guys, and welcome. Today, we are going to be talking about the new season Deadly Omen, and we actually have a villain joining us by the name of Deimos, and we also have some other goodies coming up for this season. But, guys, don't forget to leave a like on this video and also subscribe to the channel, which will help a lot. And of course, who doesn't want to see more content like this? But for now, let's focus on the new season, and I'm looking forward to this one. Let's talk about something that I believe people have been waiting for a long time, and that is Locker. On the new season, you will be able to see up to 50 latest that you have opened up for your packs or even bought as well in the latest category. As you can see, appearance and operator showcase are available, and you can also now save your favorite skin or your favorite attachments and so on, which is Chef's Kiss, just saying. Let's move on to something that I believe is the most underrated update of the season, and that is the rappel. They have changed the rappel so it's much easier to enter and also exit the rappel. They have also increased the speed of you climbing up the wall, so you're kind of basically more like Spider-Man now than you ever will be. Okay, let's talk about something called trajectory pre-visualization. I know, English is not my first language. Let's move on. But in the new season, you will be able to see a little bit of a white guideline where you're throwing your stuff. For example, drones, your gadget like Ace, you have C4s, impacts, and so on. We have a little bit of a more guideline where you're actually throwing them, where they're going to be bouncing off, which is all great. But many people saying that this will actually lower the skill level of throwing your C4 and other stuff, which I kind of agree at some point as well, because throwing certain things requires a little bit of a touch of a skill and experience in the game. But we will have to see what the future holds for this. Is it going to be lowering the skill level in the game, or will it still be the same as it always have been? Okay, the moment of truth that everyone has been waiting, the villain, the one that killed Harry, is in the game. We all know and hate him, Deimos. His real name is Jerome Morris, and he's from Alabama, USA. Deimos is a 2-speed 2 health operator, and his loadout is the AK-7M, which Nomad has, and also he has smokes and mutes shotgun, which is the M590A1. But the star of the show is his secondary weapon, which is a 44 Vendetta, which is a very powerful and a very nasty gun to have. And he also has nades and also hard breach, which will make him more versatile as a player. So, what is Deimos' unique gadget in this game? Well, the name of it is Deathmark, and it's a small helicopter-shaped drone that is able to track any identified defender. So he can choose from any identified defender and have a so-called Deathmark track their exact location. Kind of like, Jackal in a sense, with the drawback of also be revealing his location as well on whoever he is tracking. So this location tracking gives Deimos a constant 3D ping and a constant readout on what room his target is in. The operator getting tracked will also get a 3D ping, but it will be slightly delayed, so Deimos will still have a little bit of an advantage tracking the defender. Along with revealing his location, Deimos is not able to use his primary weapon, like the shotgun or the AK. When you have selected an operator that you want to track, all the players will receive a notification at the top of the screen displaying the text that says Valkyrie has been targeted by Deimos. It should also be noted that only Deimos and his target will get the respective pings, so no other players are able to see them. Another big update for this season, which has gotten a pushback a couple of times, is the shield operators. So you have Montan, Blitz, and Fuse that's getting a rework. So what they have done is remove the hip fire and added the ability to sprint with the shield equipped. They have also added where you can actually push through full health barricades as well. They have also added something called the free look, which will give you an opportunity to move your head to get a more view of the room without having to move your body at the same time. Upon that change, they have also added so when a shield operator is getting shot upon, they will actually get slowed down, and their vision will also be altered upon the suppressive fire ends. In addition to the free look, you will be able to reload or activate your gadget behind the shield now, so you will still have your head tucked in, safe, without getting shot during that time. One thing to note that they have also added is that knockback that you can use when you are playing the shield operator, which is basically kind of mimicking Oryx in a way. So you go straight ahead to the operator and you get to push them back, and then we fall straight to the ground, which will give you a slight window of opportunity to pull down your shield and maybe get a kill. But be wary, guys. When the enemy is getting knocked back, they can actually shoot you on your feet, so be careful. And another thing that is really important for those that are dying to engage in a fight with the shield operators is when they are using the knockback, you will actually lose your health. Depending on which health you have as an operator. So when it comes to Vigil, it will only take 2 knockbacks for Vigil to actually die. So you better be careful when you're engaging in close combat. A small change that they have not told us, which will make a lot of people happy that don't like Clash, is that when you're actually hitting her shield now, her shield will actually open up a lot more than it did in the last season. So if you want to contest her, you're going to be having a little bit easier time shooting at her. Let's talk about the biggest change that they are making for the new season, and that's the sights and the ADS. So what they have decided for the new season is that they are going to slow down the ADS time, which means when you hold your gun from hip to your aim, it will actually be slower than it was in the previous season. So they have taken away the 1.5 scope and the 2x scope. Not sure why they're taking away the 2x scope, but it is what it is. Even though they have removed those sights, they will still keep the cosmetic look for the 1.5 scope and the 2x scope, but they will still be zoomed in like the ACOG as the 2.5 scope. Since they have decided to take away those sights, they have decided to reshuffle the categories of the other sights. So what you're going to see now is the 3.5 scope is going to be called telescopic, where the 2x is going to be categorized. Then you have the magnified 2.5 sights, which is going to be the ACOG and the 1.5 sight. Then you have the universal 1x sights, which is going to be the hollow, red dot, and so on. And then you have the classic iron sight. With those sights, there will actually be some ADS bonus coming along your way. So if you decide to use the iron sights, you're going to get a 10% ADS speed. And if you're using the regular 1x scope, like the hollow, it's going to give you a 5% ADS speed bonus. But on the other hand, when it comes to the ACOG and like the 3.5 scope, you're not going to get any additional ADS bonus there, unfortunately. In addition to changing the sights, they have decided to change what the grips will actually do in the game. So you have the regular vertical grip, angle grip, And you have a new grip called horizontal grip. So what do they do? Well, vertical grip is updated to reduce recoil control up to 20%, so it's going down from 25 unfortunately. The angle grip is going to be changing and it's going to have 20% faster reload speed. So this could actually be a good thing for those that like to reload a lot in the game. And the new grip, the horizontal grip, is actually going to increase your movement speed by 15%. So if you're maybe Capcan, you might be running a little bit faster. But wait, they have changed one more thing when it comes to sights and grips. And that is the underbarrel, the laser sight. So if you feel like you wanna try it out, you will actually get 10% faster ADS speed if you use that. But be careful, the laser sight is quite visible in this season. I bet a lot of you are happy that Ash got her ACOG back, but let's take a little bit more look on who on the defender side is getting the ACOG. So let's first start off with Castle, who is going to be using ACOG for the first time. Then we have Doc, who is going to be getting ACOG on both the P90 and the MP5. And then of course we have maybe his twin brother, Rook, who is also going to have on both his weapon, the P90 and the MP5. Next one is going to be Tachanka, the Lord, who is going to be using it on the gun that Capcan also uses. Moving on, then we have Frost, who is going to get hers. And then we have Vigil on the Boss G, of course. And after that, surprisingly enough, Maestro is going to have his ACOG on the shotgun. And so is Alibi, since they have the same weapon. And Kaid is also going to be having ACOG on his shotgun. And then we have Goyo, who is going to be having it on the shotgun, but also on the Vector, which might be a really spicy gun in the future. After that we have Wamai, who is going to use it on the MP5K, so not the AUG. After that is Melusi, who is also going to be using ACOG on the MP5. And then we have Aruni, who is going to be using it on the DMR. And then there's Asami, who has the same shotgun as Maestro and Alibi. And then we have Tubero, who's going to be using the DMR that Maverick has as well. Let's talk about the changes they are making for the rank system on this season. And that is, if you are a completely new player to Siege, then you will actually need to be on level 50 and have unlocked 10 operators on attack and 10 operators on defense before you can actually hop into rank. If you've been away for one season of Siege that you kind of decided that you needed a break and then coming back, you will actually need to win 5 games in either quick match or in unranked before you will be allowed to play ranked again. And the reason why they're making the change is because they want to protect the integrity on the ranked game. You kind of want to have the knowledge and know what you're getting into when you're actually starting a ranked match. Another update they're going to be making for this season is the Versus AI. They are going to be putting in 5 new maps, and those are Chalet, Cafe, Bank, Consulate, and Oregon. Except for putting in the new maps, they are going to be putting in some new operators on the AI side, and that's going to be Melusi and Alibi. On the attacking side, where we can actually choose which operator we want to play with, they're going to be putting in some new operators, which is going to be Ash, Finka, Buck, Jackal, Lion, and Iana. Another update to the training area is going to be the map training. They're going to be putting in some new maps that you can actually get to learn more about, and that's going to be Skyscraper, Coastline, Border, and Night Haven. Let's talk about balancing operator that they have planned for this year. So first out is Asami. The changes they have made is that they made her Kiba barrier shootable to destroy now. Usually you can't destroy them by just shooting them down, but now they are making it possible. So if you're using Thermite's main weapon, it's only going to be taking 36 bullets to destroy her Kiba barrier. Or if you're using the DMR that Twitch or Lion or Sense has, it's only going to require 11 bullets. Or if you're using the shotgun like Supernova that Hibana has, it's only going to require 3 bullets from it. Like I said on the reveal, they will be having a close eye on the changes that they have made, and if necessary, they will change the balancing on how much the Kiba barrier will be destroyed. Is LMG making a comeback right now in the new season? One of the changes that they have made is in the recoil. We all remember in year 7 when there were an LMG meta. After that they increased the recoil very much. But now they have decided to lower the recoil, so you can expect a recoil that's between the year 7 to what we have now. The second change is when you are using the LMG, you will get 10% slower movement speed. The reason is so that you will be more like a super weapon rather than an entry kill weapon. But if you want a little bit of a boost in your movement, then you can use the horizontal grip to get a little bit of a speed boost. This was it, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video about the new season. What are you looking forward to this new season? For me, I'm dying to get back to playing Deimos because his gun is nasty. But until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye!